guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 40 of the World Tour. It's our final episode as Persiba manager. It's the Indonesian Cup Final, and it is going to be huge. It's a sad day, but it's... How are we not favourites for this game? I just saw that. We're league champions. We're playing, of course, the Bastards from Bali. It's our biggest rivals in the final. Is there any other way we would want to go out? Oh, well, we want to win, but we would love to go out with a win against them, wouldn't we? Now, let's just quickly wrap up the league season. There was just the one game that we've played. It was against Persiba. This was an absolutely horrid game. It was boring. We were terrible. We created nothing. If we look at the match stats here, you can see we're maybe the better team, but we didn't really create anything at all, to be honest. Didn't create anything at all. So that is it. If we just quickly wrap up the league table as well, you can see we ended up winning the league 10 points clear, so it was comfortable in the end. And you can see that the Bastards from Bali ended up 4th, just outside of the top 3, of course, which is the Asian qualification place. It's only by a point, though. So this is not going to be an easy game. They are a good team, and yeah, it's going to be tough. So anyway, guys, let's get underway. Indonesian Cup Final time. Let's go. As you all know, this is my last game with you all, and let me just start by saying it's been an absolute pleasure to manage each and every one of you on this journey we've been on. Tomorrow we go our separate ways, except for you, AN. Keep your phone on, mate. You'll be going to China with me. But let's not look back on what we've achieved. This is not the time for that. Oh no. We need to look forward to the next 90 minutes. We do not want to look back on this day with regret. As losers, be remembered as that Persiba team who lost to the Bastards from Bali in the Cup Final. Now, can you go out there and give me one last performance? Yeah. Can you go out there and give these fans one last performance? Yeah. Can you go out there and win me this cup? Alright, here's the lineup. So it's Setijaya in goal, it's Yagalo, Chavez, Medina and Adsit as a back 4. You can see we have changed things up in midfield. We've dropped Redian, which is just unthinkable, but we've done it. It's Lee Sun-min, it's Septian, and it's Widodo Ismail in midfield. Kayo and Ortiz, they go down the wings. Wayan up top to bang in the goals. Come on, Persiba, let's get this trophy. We can see the way they're lining up. It's a 4-4-2. Now, we played them, of course, just last episode. 3-3 draw that one was. Now, I have made a few rethinks, I guess is the best way to go about this. Now, I want to say go out there and have some fun. It's a big game. We don't want to put any extra pressure on them. We're going to try playing a higher line. Now, this is risky because they were a cautious, direct team. But what we saw last game is that they were hitting us over the top anyway. Now, I think if we push up, instead of just giving them time on the ball to hit their long pass, I'm hoping we can pressure them into mistakes. It's a good win from Lee Sun-min there. If they're going to go over the top anyway, and as I said, they did get us a couple of times. In any case, we might as well try and put pressure on them, try and pressure them into a mistake. Let's see what we can do here. Kayo can't get the cross past the first defender. Adsit picks it up though. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Septian. It's a nice little reverse pass for Adsit. Can he get the ball into the box with being patient? I like this. Septian, of course, deep lying playmaker here, so he can pass the ball. So there's nothing wrong with that. I think he's more than capable of playing that role. Lee Sun-min back to Widodo to Septian. We're just maybe... Are we in risk of a loose pass and getting done here? If we, nice pass from not Ishmael, what's his name? Lee Sun-min. Yagolo, can he get across in? It's there, it's Wayan, takes a touch, Wayan turns, shoots, he cannot shoot. Hacked away, but Chavez is there. Come on, boys, come on. It's a bit of a sparse crowd for the Cup Final. It's a neutral ground, it's sort of the Indonesian national stadium. So it is a big stadium, so it's, Widodo Ishmael! It's an absolute cracker in the Cup Final, and that is just amazing. That is one of the goals. There will be a goal of the season competition at the end of this episode, so make sure you stick around for that. And I think I'm going to have to re-edit it because we just had a nomination for sure. That is absolutely stunning from Widodo Ismail. Look at that. I mean, keeper possibly could have done better, but that's 30 yards. And suddenly the decision to drop Redian looks like masterstroke. I don't want to give myself that sort of credit, but that was a little bit special from Widodo Ismail. Now, let's concentrate here, boys. We do have a habit of conceding straight after we've scored as well. I should have given a concentrate shout out, but I was a little bit excited by that goal, because it did kind of come out of the blue, didn't it? Come on, boys, come on. Oh no, we've done it again. Oh, what a save from Setijaya, Alright, come on, boys, concentrate. Concentrate. Look at the Persiba faithful. We've packed out our end of the stand. Come on, boys. Come on. Get this clear. Corner comes in. Away. Well done, Wayan. Still there, though. Still trouble. Still the threat. Can we get this second ball away? Can we win that? Yagalo, not quite. Ishmael clears it. Unconvincingly, but job done, isn't it? Just get it out. If in doubt, kick it out, as they say. Alright, come on. Wow, we're dominating this. We're not really creating good chances, though, are we? Just the one shot, and we know that was it was a goal, but it was from a long, long way out. We're looking motivated. This is good. Let's get creative here. Come on, a second goal, and we can breathe a little bit easier. We're dominating possession. Look at this. Alright, here is a set piece. Adsit is over it into Septien. Septien to Ishmael. Shoot! Ishmael! Oh, he does shoot! I tell you what, he's almost doubled our lead. Ishmael is just absolutely on fire. Do we need to take this kid to China with us as well? At the end of this too, there will be... Well, I'm not sure if we'll get to do the end of season awards, because we sort of leave the club essentially at the end of this game day. And usually the end of season awards are the day after the last game. So I'm not sure if we will get to do that. We'll kind of see. If we can, we can. If we can't, then we can't. Ortiz, that's a good ball, isn't it, for Kayo? Oh, what a save! Could he have gone across the keeper? Because there was Wayan in there as well. Just kind of angle a shot towards the far post. And if the keeper had got a touch, maybe it would have landed at the feet of Wayan. Corner comes in, back post, headed back in. Oh, it's another save, is it? I'm not sure. No, it must just be a goal kick, side netting. Look at this. We're absolutely dominating this game. We need to get this second goal. Come on, boys. Come on. Alright, here's a chance. Ishmael is an absolute weapon from a set piece. He knocks it in. It is... Oh, Ishmael! He's got the double ready in. Who? I tell you what, he may have just got 2 goals of season nominations in the one game here. That is sensational. How has he scored from there? There's no keeper in the world that you wouldn't be expecting to save that. I mean, that is just amazing. From Widodo Ishmael, 2 goals up. We've absolutely dominated this first half. It's now just a case of not getting complacent in the second half, I'd go as far as to say. 20 shots on goal in 45 minutes of football. That, I mean, they haven't all been good shots, clearly. But that's a shot almost every 2 minutes. That is just insane. So it's just a calm, don't get complacent, keep focused. We will tell Lee Sun-min, he's doing okay. We'll tell everybody, actually, who's this? Kayo, not doing so great. Say we expect a little bit more from him. Ortiz is doing fine. We'll just get back out there. We're 45 minutes away here, guys, from the League Cup double, bringing the trophy, the Indonesian Cup, back to Persiba, where, well, maybe it does belong there. We did win it. I think it was our first year out, wasn't it, that we managed to go and win that. Let's give it a... I don't want to praise them just yet. Let's give it a get creative again. A third goal, and you start to fancy us, wouldn't you? We give away so many goals, though. I'm never completely confident that we're going to get the job done. But with Dodo Ishmael, he has stepped up. And like I say, it is a little bit of a case of Reddy and who, because, I mean, they're direct replacements. They're playing, that's who came in. Ishmael came in for Reddy and boy, oh boy, has he delivered. Do we want to do anything else? You know what we might look to do here? A little bit of sentimentality, maybe. Let's give Boaz some time on the field. He changed the club for us, didn't he? He was just a class act that came in and did the job. And you know what else we're going to do? We're going to bring Reddy on for Lee Sun-min as well. It doesn't seem right to not have Reddy on the field when this final whistle goes. Still 10 minutes to go, though. Plenty of time for us to stuff this up yet. But, I mean, touch wood, there hasn't been any sign of them coming back into this, has there? There's been absolutely nothing. Here's Boaz from a set piece. Why isn't Ishmael taking that for a hat-trick? It's there, Reddy! Oh! Almost. I don't think it's going to matter, though, guys. We're into stoppage time now. It's going to be the double. We have gone out the way we wanted to as Persiba manager. As League and Cup winners. That's the way to leave the club, isn't it? I feel it's sad to leave, but we've done it the right way. League Cup winners. My little speech, it did work at the start there. I was certainly pumped up for the game. I don't know if you can tell, but I certainly fired myself up. Very little doubt that we deserve that. And with Dodo Ishmael, take a bow, mate. Take a bow, because that was a performance of the very, very highest quality. So there it is. We get 54 grand in the bank. We are victorious. A famous treble. It's a Mourinho treble because it was the Super Charity Shield thing at the start that got us for us. Now we top the Hall of Fame in Indonesia. Let's have a quick look at this. There we go. So we do go out on top. That is nice, isn't it? That is nice. That's something we can cling to. Just the 4 points, I guess, above this other Brazilian chap here. So that's is what it is. We topped that Hall of Fame. We lift the Indonesian Cup. We lead Persiba to glory. We've done nothing but lead them to glory. It has been a really, really good time in Charge House. And I think what we'll do is I'll take a second to compose myself here, and we'll come back. I'm not sure if we'll do the season awards, but we'll certainly wrap up our time at Persiba. Alright, it is time, sadly, to wrap up our time at Persiba. Now, if we look way, way back when we first took over, we did, in that first half season, find ourselves promoted as champions. I'm not quite sure how we did that, because we could not score a goal when we first came in the club, could we? But we did that. Then we got up and we won the Indonesian Cup, of course, for the first time at our first season in the top flight. Then we won the Asian Confederations Cup and the Indonesian Super League. That was just an incredible season, wasn't it? And then this season, our third full season at the club, we've won the Charity Shield, we've won the league, and we have won the cup as well. You can see here, 3 league wins, 1 promotion, 4 cup wins. We won 64% of our games, we won 112 games basically. We drew 36, we lost 27. It was a really, really good time at the club, wasn't it? 3 years, 157 days we spent there. And I think when we look back on the World Tour, we're going to remember Persiba fondly, aren't we? We are going to remember this club fondly. Now let's have a quick look at the season. I know there's people that like to see this. In terms of games played, it was Setujaya. He was just pretty much first choice goalkeeper almost every game. Chavez, Redian, Yagalo, Medina. We know the regulars, don't we? Even, Moses Matadang, 32 games as a 16-year-old. His first full year at the club was a really, really good effort. Have a look at goals. We know it was Wayan that led the way. Redian as a midfielder with 11 goals. That is impressive. Ishmael made a late run as well. 10 starts, 7 goals. He could be anything. And like I said during the game, do we need to look at taking him to China with us as well? Perhaps we should have a look at that. Kayo, 7 goals as well. A sneaky 7. Boaz with 7 as well. You can see we didn't really... Lee Sun-min, Medina and Chavez, both our centre-backs chipping in. Septien with 4. We didn't really have a runaway goal scorer in past seasons like we did with Dwi Kayono. But everybody chipped in. We did score a lot of goals. It was just really spread around, which is good. That's a good thing to have. In terms of assists, Gaston Ortiz, the new signing, the new winger, 20 games, 13 assists. That is impressive. Yagolo with 8 from left wing as well. You can see lethal down the left side, weren't we? Septien, Boaz up there with assists as well. Kind of similar to the goals, spread around, which is good to see. And average ratings, it was Lee Sun-min that was top with 7.21. Ortiz was up there, as was Yagalo, Medina, Septien, Redian, Chavez, Widodo as well was right up there. Ahmed didn't play as many times this year, but as I kept saying, really, really consistent, just a good performer for us. And Rendika as well, averaging over 7. Right, so let's go and have a look at the end of season awards. Now you will notice, first things are first, we have joined Shenzhen. Now we're not going to look at them this episode. That'll be for tomorrow. We're going to come back and have a proper look at the club and see what we have to work with. See where they ended up. Looks like they ended up 9th, but let's not do any spoilers. Let's save that for tomorrow. So, Player of the Year, Redian, 40% of the vote. That's not a surprise. He was brilliant. Just faded at the end of the year, which is really unfortunate, I think, that he didn't get to go into that cup final. Lee Sun-min as well, good first season for him, 26% of the vote, as along with Yagalo. Ortiz, his goal against Persita on October 2nd. That was the goal the game gave us as the goal of the season. You can vote for that in just a second. There'll be 3 other nominations as well as some honourable mentions, because we scored some cracking goals this year. But I've got to say, Widodo scored a couple of belters. I'm not sure... I don't remember this goal, but I tell you what, some of those free kicks were just insane from Ishmael. Lee Sun-min, we spent some money on him, and I think he paid us back as the signing of the year. He was quite good. And Ortiz as well, 24 Young Player of the Year. I'm not quite sure that qualifies as a young player, but he did quite well. Just quietly, what is Lee Sun-min worth now? It's worth 31, almost 32,000. So he's improved his value for sure. Team of the Year, Setujaya in goal. That's a no-brainer. Yagalo, Chavez, Medina, Adzit. They were pretty much our back four, weren't they? Dan Bellino, of course, played the first part of the year, but when Adzet came in, he was quite good. Moses, in the Team of the Year, first year as a 16-year-old. That's impressive. Lee Sun-min and Redian as well. They were, for the most part, our go-to trio, especially in the league. Fanky Tenando, I'm sorry, he had a horrible season. He should not be in there. Let me know what you think in the comments, but not for me, that one. Ortiz as well, and then Wayan up top. That, again, a bit of a no-brainer. If we look at the stats, Wayan, as we said, 15 was the top goal scorer. Lee Sun-min, 7.21 average rating, and we know Ortiz was the assist master. Settajaya, best passing completion, 91%. I tell you what, for a goalkeeper, that's not bad. You want your goalkeepers, getting a high percentage of passes, because if they make a mistake, it really tends to hurt. Yagalo, 6 men of the matches. He came in as a backup, and we gave him a chance because he was complaining he wanted first team football or he'd have to leave. And I tell you what, did he ever pay us back? 5 yellow cards, he was the most as well. And then Sajali, just the 1 red card this season. Unfortunate for him, but 1 red card for the season is not bad, is it? The season in review, look at this. Winners, winners, winners. The league, the cup, and the charity shield. Very well done. Match of the season, the 3-2 against Arena. That was the game where we won the league. Excuse me, frog in the throat. So that was a good game, wasn't it? Probably it was the match of the season because we did secure the league title, somewhat surprisingly. Moment to forget, a 2-0 loss. I tell you what, we had a few of those, but a lot of them just ended up being 0-0 draws because we had a good defence this year. And there we go. You can see averaged over 10,000, almost 11,000. So that's good. That's promising going forward. 29 players used, only 12th in the league. Now, I pride myself on giving youngsters goes and having a lot of players used. 12th in the league, to me, that's relegation. I'm very, very disappointed with that. But there we go. We did have sort of a settled team this year too, didn't we? So there we go. This is how we leave the club in terms of squad dynamics. Reddy and Septien and Boaz are the leaders in the dressing room. They'll all be there. We're not going to nick any of those players. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think Wayan, 100%, we're going to try and take him. And I tell you what, I'm tempted to take Widodo as well, Widodo Ishmael, because he has been quite good for us. And the board, obviously, we leave with the highest of recommendations there, because we did really, really well for the club, didn't we? But guys, that's it. Our time at Persiba has come to an end. It was 2 league titles, 2 cups, and of course the Asian Confederation Cup as well. We've done well. We've put the club in a really, really good position, and we'll check back on them every year to see how they've been getting on. But that's it. As I said, we move on tomorrow. We're off to China. Shanghai Shenzhen. We'll have a look at the squad. We'll see what we have to work with. See where we need to strengthen. It'll be a voyage of discovery tomorrow. So make sure you join me for that. If you have enjoyed this, episode, what am I trying to say here? If you have enjoyed our Persiba, just our general time at Persiba, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. It's a whole new adventure starting tomorrow in China. But until then, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. And here are our goals of the season. Be sure to vote for your favourite in the poll at the end. Take care. Here are our top 4 goals from the 2021 season. Be sure to vote for your favourite at the end.